And the Oscar goes to Halle Berry in Monsters Ball.
For every nameless, faceless woman of color that now has a chance because his door tonight has been opened.
I sit here almost 15 years later and knowing that another woman of color has not walked through that door is heartbreaking.
Over the past couple of years, the controversy surrounding the lack of inclusivity and diversity within the film and TV industry has become a global hot topic. An infographic report conducted by the British Film Institute showed that it has failed to make enough films which reflect and represent the multicultural makeup of the country, or do enough to increase the diversity of its workforce. The presence of movements such as Oscars So White, BAFTA Blackout, and a recent protest at Cannes by black female actresses have had a significant impact on shaping the dialogue. Minority groups are trying to improve things for themselves, but how much real change can we achieve on our own? People clearly want better representation, but are the industry actually listening? In order to answer this question, I thought it made sense to go and talk to people in and around the film and TV industry.
For me, diversity means diversity of thought, really. And for me, diversity isn't necessarily about the colour of your skin. It's about your background, it's about where you're from, it's about your point of view and different narratives that you can bring to a society.
Yeah.
Channel 4 was set up with diversity at its heart, and to truly reflect that on screen, you need more diversity off screen.
I don't like the word diversity, actually, funnily enough. I think it's a word that's often used by institutions to not actually address what are the systematic issues of why those people aren't present. So what happens when we have things like diversity? So you might have something like 10 white men and 1 woman, or 1 black person, 1 person of colour, and then that would be called diversity. Whereas if it's the other way around, say it's mostly women, maybe 1 white man, or mostly people of colour, maybe 1 white person, then that is not considered diversity, that's considered a takeover.
Let's talk about the Oscars. Out of the biggest categories, all 20 nominees were white.
Every year, we get all fired up, and then the rest of the year, nobody says anything. These movies have been coming out. We've been going to see them. I'm sure people notice when there's lack of diversity in the movie, but you can't bitch about it just on Oscar time.
Within the TV and film industry in general, do you think that the lack of diversity in some places, do you think that it is a conscious decision from the industry?
Yeah, I do. I think, it's, people talk a lot about unconscious bias, but my argument is if you're always hiring people that look like you, then it's a conscious decision to do so. I think long term, the industry will fall on its arse if it fails to represent the country.
In 2016, 59% of British films did not feature a single black actor in any named role. When films did feature casts with mostly black actors, they tended to revolve around stereotypical subjects such as crime, sport, and hip-hop. Behind the camera, the situation was equally alarming, as in 2017, the lead creators of new TV shows were 91% white and 84% male.
Now, campaigners are calling on the media industry to tackle the underrepresentation of black British people in the media.
But some are taking positive action. They've decided to recreate famous movie posters with black people taking the leading roles.
This should be a perfectly normal image to see a black person in a Hollywood movie.
Shiden is one of 4 members of Legally Black, a campaign group who advocate for the ample representation of black people in film and TV. What is it like for you to feel like you're not represented in TV and in media?
Not being able to see different authentic depictions of yourself it can be very damaging, because media, in my opinion, is the best agency of conditioning, where they could convince people that something is true whether it's not. Because it's important for the social agenda of any society.
You know, Black Panther had its problems. When you have something like that being so popular for everybody, and then I think even when I was in the cinema, there was like young people in there, and even myself, I had a moment where I was like, oh my God, this must be what it's like to watch a film, but everybody's like you, and it's a really interesting sort of internal feeling.
Why do people have such a problem with seeing, black or other minority actors in roles that maybe they envision as being white?
Personally, I feel like when people look at different programs BAFTA, and they see it's like whenever there's an all-white cast, it's never clocked, or no one ever realizes it. But whenever it's an all-black cast, that race is always under question.
White actors have taken roles designed for every ethnicity throughout Hollywood history, from John Wayne as Genghis Khan in The Conqueror to the non-Puerto Rican Natalie Wood as Maria in West Side Story.
Buenas noches. The appearance of a black stormtrooper in the first trailer for Star Wars The Force Awakens is causing a lot of chatter on social media, even some racist comments.
Several people were apparently upset that the actress playing the character is African American.
He'd be the first black Bond. The author of those Bond novels saying Elba is too, quote, street.
I have never been invited to the Oscars because, as you know, they are racist.
Is the lack of, baying people on TV is almost inherently racist, maybe?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I can't say we don't think it isn't, because, if we're going back to the 90s, 50s and 60s when I can't remember what it was called, the Hays Code actually came in, that was blatantly racist.
Yeah.
And we're still dealing with what's happening since then. And, the repercussions of that system.
I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say that on camera.
Hidden Figures is the highest grossing Oscar nominee at the box office.
The Universal film has officially crossed the $100 million mark.
The Marvel epic is now the top-earning superhero film ever in North America.
Do you think that the industry is actually listening, or do you think that the advocacy for more diversity is just like a trend that they're willing to follow now until they think that the public has been appeased?
We're not a charity. We are in the business of making TV programs, and I think that if you look at the sort of the racial makeup of the country, if London is 40% Asian and they're not represented, 40% black or Asian and they're not represented on TV, then they're going to go elsewhere. It's just that simple.
Historically, there has been trends of this happening. So, I mean, take the institution that, BFI, for example. In the late 80s, we had the Black British Bulletin, which was a magazine which was created by Galen Gold and June Giovanni. That generation of black film creatives, and it just showcased black film, what was happening, etc. I can't remember when that folded, maybe in the mid-90s.
Yeah.
And then, then we have the gap, and now we're seeing another generation coming through.
The only thing that separates women of color from anyone else is opportunity.
What Viola Davis said really struck a chord with me. So I wanted to find out from Maria what challenges she personally faces as a black actress.
Because I'm mixed race, it's sort of like going down to being, or like being pigeonholed as a black actress. So they feel I kind of fit in there.
Yeah.
So that for me is a big challenge, because I think what's been happening recently, which is amazing, is that it is being put attention to actors are being given roles, finally there's a voice out there. However, I feel like I sit in this middle grey area where people don't quite know where I fit in.
Who do you think the responsibility should fall upon for inclusion and representation within the film and TV industry?
I think the responsibility needs to fall on the industry itself, but then I also think it's the responsibility of ourselves to think about how we're going to change the industry. So I think it's it's a two-way thing. Those in power can make those changes, but are they going to make those changes big enough for there to be a real change?
I think it lies a lot more within things like the agents themselves and how much they're pushing people and for diversity and opening casting directors' eyes, whether it's directors and writers. So it's kind of pushing that emphasis up a bit.
What do you think that the industry needs to do in order for diversity to truly flourish?
It needs to be a top and bottom approach. So the BAFTAs, for example, are like the top end when you're like really at the sort of top point of your career.
Yeah.
But to get there, you need to be going through certain pathways, and sometimes even knowing how to get into film. It's a really nepotistic industry. You're not going to get in unless your friend is this person, or you've got to do lots of like unpaid internships. Sometimes you've got to just make your own films with no money, and these are things that often people of colour and women don't have access to.
Yeah.
So there needs to be schemes. There needs to be, frankly, some legislation about how people get jobs.
the representation needs to stray away from the stereotype. Because that's, I mean, it's great. So there is a voice, there are stories coming out from certain cultures and stuff like this that is specific to these cultures, and people, in the world want to see that as well. But at the same time, it's sort of trying to open themselves up.
It's clear to me that things are definitely changing. I think we still have a long way to go, but little by little we are seeing better representation on our screen. However, I don't think this change is coming from the people at the top. The change we're seeing is actually coming from campaigners like Legally Black. It's coming from established actors of colour investing in and fighting for films that showcase minorities from various walks of life. And it's coming from independent filmmakers who have foregone the fear of rocking the boat. What I believe we're seeing is a grassroots approach, and I don't know if this will ever be reversed as long as institutional racism still exists. It's sad, but it is our current reality. So personally, I don't think the industry is listening. But what do you think?